We definitely gonna start the show with saying Tone be lying like a motherfucker. He he be lying. Don't listen to anything Tone fucking says.
Okay, well, there's
I
that.
wasn't gonna be on this show at all, but now I got to defend myself.
Anywho, welcome to episode number 1 of the DNR podcast. We hope that you are enjoying your week, your weekend, or whatever it may be when you're listening. We hope that you hear something that will make you want to stay. And we're gonna roll right into these introductions. We're gonna start with D.
Hey, y'all, it's Denise. I'm your favorite redhead.
Hey y'all, it's Nicole. I'm your favorite curvy model.
Period.
First of all, now everybody want to be somebody's favorite, you know?
But you
You do.
the what?
Hey y'all, it's Ruthia, the innocent one.
The lies.
Did you just start just talking about people lying?
I was just taking from Tone.
Yeah. You was
All
just
right.
I'm
adding
the
to
R
lie.
and the D in R because I breathe life. I'm the resuscitation. No, for real though.
Hey.
I'm the asshole one. Ruthia, the model. And on to the church announcements. You guys have any announcements today?
I don't have any announcements today.
Okay, check-ins. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
I had a rough day, but I'm good.
About the sick and shut in. I don't care about them.
Not on this show. We don't care about the sick or the shut in.
How
This
you
was
feeling,
my-
Ruthia?
This is my escape from the sick and the shut in because the sick and the shut in got jokes. So I'm gonna tell y'all, it ain't even a crazy story. It's just how my son was being rude. No, he was being honest. I ain't even gonna hold you. He was being honest. So, son been sick, right? In the middle of him sitting on the edge of my bed taking his asthma pump. He was on pump like 3 and he just bust out laughing. And I'm just looking at him like, how is not being able to breathe funny? He said, Ma, you ever seen that show, The Upshaws? I'm like, duh, we watched it together. This boy said I look like Wanda Sykes.
I might have snatched his asthma pump from him at that point.
Kick the shit out of him. I'm like, Tyler, why would you say that? He said, well, you just woke up and the side of your little afro is like sticking up and then this side is flat. And then, yeah, you look like Wanda Sykes. Hurt my feelings just a tinch, but it gave me enough boost to go and do this little 10-minute hairstyle because I was like, you gotta be fucked up. Like Wanda Sykes. I really went to go Google, like, okay,
What does this look like?
why would he, but he got a good point. So here we are. I did a 10-minute hairstyle and I appreciate son his honesty, but it be your own fucking kids. I ain't gonna hide his asthma pump or whatever, but I'm definitely sending him to school tomorrow without no food.
Well, your hair is cute.
Thank
So,
you.
I mean, if nothing else came out of that, you got a cute hairstyle.
And it was free because I found this shit. Y'all know how y'all have like leftover hair?
Mm-hmm.
This is like 3 different packs of leftover hair.
Okay, period.
I went in
And
the
it
bin,
works.
in the closet.
Yep.
I was like, oh, bitch, you got enough hair for 2 hairstyles. So I grabbed, a couple pieces, grabbed some rubber bands, and was like, yep, this will last me for a good week. So shout out to son for being an asshole. So before we jump into our recap of last week, we want to send out our condolences to the family of Takeoff who lost his life today. Very, very tragic. I don't know how I would feel about losing a rapper right now because I don't have like any type of connection with the rappers in the industry right now. But I can remember losing Aaliyah. That was probably that was like my sister. Like in my heart, I was breaking shit. I almost got a whooping. I definitely cried, like boo-hoo cry, because I know how it feels to lose someone close to you, but when you idolize someone, it really, really hits you hard. And for me, it was Aaliyah. Did you guys have anybody like in the music industry or a celebrity that died that like really hurt for you?
I don't. I'm not saying that I don't necessarily idolize celebrities, but I don't think that I have had anyone that close to me or that I look up
Right.
to or their music resonates super hard. I'm sorry, I take that back. Aretha Franklin. Now that sounds old as hell, but
It
yeah.
sounds like Denise.
There you go.
She the only person that sing old ass fucking music in karaoke.
Yep.
Everybody be lit and she be over there singing songs. You gotta Google like, the fuck she just say? Bitch, you gonna take out her dentures? All right, cool.
I could have
Go ahead.
sworn I could have sworn she was 30, now 63. Well, depends on the day.
Yeah, but I just hope everyone take all of these young rappers dying because we are losing a lot of young rappers.
Just
Like
a lot of young people.
it definitely in general, but that also affects our young people in our community because it's just like we might not see these rappers as somebody that we can see like as an idol or what have you, but somebody out here is looking at them like he came from the same neighborhood I came from, or he went through some of the things that I went through. He's rapping about some of the things I can, you know what I'm saying, feel like it's close to me. So I hope that our young people are taking these things serious and finding somebody that they could at least express themselves to, because that's something that we don't really allow our young people to do is express themselves and be able to deal with emotion. A lot of them just be like, oh, well, it happened and I just got to move on. But they should have somewhere or someone to at least be able to express. So we got to get back to Denise and these questions that she neglected to answer.
It was only one question that I neglected to answer.
I thought it was at least two.
It was not. It was one.
We'll get to answering, ho.
Oh, okay. Say less then. Would you like to ask the question again for the listeners?
Nope, because I forgot it. But I know you forgot one.
So the question was, who are you without the title? So without, in my case, without being a daughter, without being a model, without all of the titles that I am, who am I? Who is just Denise? Now, to answer that question, I'm a free spirit. I'm a go with the flow type of person. It's whatever.
Don't forget old lady.
But that's a title.
No, you definitely you an old lady. Like you are
You're right.
literally an old lady.
These are the facts.
Yep. Do you got anything you want to recap from the last episode? So, well, y'all know we talked about Denise and this damn cone. Nicole, you was right there. You witnessed this once again. She stole somebody's fucking edge control and
Yes, she
asked me to
did.
slick her fucking edges. And that shit pissed me off because I really tried. Them bitches were not slick. And the edge control she stole felt like fucking melted crayons.
Not
And I told her to throw it away. And you didn't. I seen her packing her shit up. Like,
So she should have DNR'd the edge control, right?
it didn't even have words on it no more. So
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Denise.
Ruthie.
It literally had it was just packaging. Like, I don't know if it had like printed words on it or if it had a sticker, but at some point the shit disappeared. It gave up on itself. It no longer wanted to be identified.
It no longer wanted to
Could
be
not
identified.
Like, Denise, I'm gonna take you to the hair store.
Are you?
Have you been to one recently?
Yes.
You didn't think to get no edge control.
I didn't actually.
Tell us what you bought while you were there.
Why y'all looking at me like I don't go to the hair store?
Because we looking at your hair.
How about
Well,
we
fair
just-
judgment.
I'm gonna have
Touche.
fun telling me like, listen here now. Mom's got her stuff together. It's like a 10-minute hairstyle.
Well, we already
Well, do you
established
think
that I
you
don't
could
do
take
my.
her to the hair store so she can get that hairstyle too?
Because
We've already established I don't do my own hair, so there's that.
Denise, what did you buy from the hair store? I need a receipt,
Not you need a
like
receipt.
an actual one. And they don't email you fucking receipts at the hair store either.
They don't.
This ain't the Underground Makers Market. So
maybe
once again,
maybe we need to get a hair store in the Sherman Phoenix then.
that motherfucker correct.
On my life.
Man.
Dang,
Let me
I would
talk
be
to
poor.
Dr. Stacia. What can we do to get a black owned hair
Because it's
store?
a hair
in
store
here?
over here, but it ain't hair storing for me. I'm not going to that one. But anywho, yeah, what did you buy? from the hair store.
These locks, these old ass locks. Shut up, Nicole.
We asked you recently. Them is not recent. Like for real.
Well, that was the last time I've been to the hair store, okay?
Explains a lot. So I don't plan on going anytime soon, but if you need a hair store buddy.
Yep, I'm gonna call you.
Like a field trip.
Yep, it's definitely gonna be a
'Cause-
field trip.
Okay, so my favorite hair store is the one on like 76. Nope, it's not 76. It's on like 78th and Capitol. It's my favorite. I walk around and eat their snacks in the store. But I let the security guard bring it to me.
Oh, okay.
So technically he's stealing. Shout out to Brian.
Not you know the security guard
They're helping
name.
you steal snacks.
He
Right.
definitely gave son some. Now he brought some snacks to the car for son too before. Like your mama bogus. She didn't want to let you get this. He was like, "Hey, bro, go get me a Mountain Dew too," and he came back with it. But no, I've been knowing Brian for a long time because he worked at like all the hair stores.
But now you about to get him fired because now they found out he helping.
You a fuck is
people
another
steal
hair
snacks.
They
Yes,
definitely
hundreds.
know he steal the snacks. Cause I asked her one day, I was like, "Do he ever pay for the stuff he be letting me eat?" She be like, "No, and he gets free stuff all the time." And I was like, "Oh, y'all got single mothers discount?" I ask him every time I go in there. Y'all should probably try that. I do ask, and it worked on a guy once. He was like, "You need a discount?" I was like, "Yeah, it's hard. I need this hairstyle for something I need to do, but I don't got enough money." He gave me 10% off.
Hey, that's love.
I went right to Checkers. I went right to Checkers and got me something to eat and ate it before I got home because I didn't want to share with son.
That's so bogus.
It's not because I felt like he should have got his ass up, went to the hair store with me. I was buying. Did I buy him something? I definitely bought something that was gonna go in his hair for them locks. Anywho, so we're gonna get into this topic, which today's topic is resuscitate. Have you ever pulled the plug on someone or something prematurely? Now, this could be friendships, relationship, business ideas, anything. Have you ever pulled the plug on something or someone prematurely?
Oh, I gotta start. All right.
We just both just looked at you, so I guess
That's what that meant. I felt both of y'all looking at me. Oh, okay, that's what that means. I gotta start. All right. So yes, and shout out to Nicole. She's been you know how I got bullied into this podcast. She's definitely been bullying me into some ginger lashes for the last like 5 years. So I guess to say I pulled the plug on that idea prematurely, yes, because I still ain't did it.
Yeah, that didn't even get up off the ground.
It didn't. It was an idea. It was a conversation, and then that's
it
what
was
happened.
like poof.
Yep.
So we on your ass because now it's been spoke.
And we had this conversation on Saturday.
That's what
Y'all had this conversation on Saturday?
Yeah.
Where was I at?
in your suite.
Hey, the suite was lit. I don't know, but them hoes kept trying to come in there, and I was like, "Excuse you,"
That's because the suite was lit. You just said it.
but still, I didn't even like them.
Well,
It'd be like that.
I'm like
sometimes.
I don't even know half of them, so there's that.
And that's meanwhile, and the ones I didn't know, I didn't like them. And Renee had her own suite.
She did.
Son had his own suite.
Yeah, son was
Dang.
not
Denise, why you ain't have your own suite?
because I was in yours. I didn't need mine.
That's true. That's why I was junky in there. I would.
Oh, first of all, I ain't had. It was only me in there, motherfucker.
I gotta talk shit, but what about you, Nicole?
I'm gonna say I probably pulled the plug too early on. I'm gonna say maybe on a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that the plug needed to be pulled, but it just wasn't time to pull it when I did. And so I had some regrets and some unresolved feelings about it that I had to go back and resolve, and then ended up having to pull the plug
Anyway,
maybe like 6 months later. Yeah.
okay. Shit, I got a list.
I mean,
Run it
yeah, that's
down,
just
sis.
one. That's just one example. I mean, I got plenty, but what I do know is this year I'm
And
pulling
moving
the
forward.
plug. Yes. Like if it's in my gut to do it, I'm doing it. You
And
know,
that's on
I mean,
motherfucking
and
period.
sometimes you have to suffer consequences, and I'm all right with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like where I'm at in my life. Like I'm tired of BS. I'm tired of people playing with me because most of the time I be chilling, minding my business, and I'm just finding that people think I'm some sort of game or a child to be played with, and they
And
gonna
she
find
not.
out
And this ain't that.
this year that don't play with me. I'm not that person.
And
Like I
ain't.
chill, I stay in my lane, I mind my business, but I'm tired of people coming in my lane. So this year I'm pulling the plug on a lot of stuff.
Listen, I have pulled the plug prematurely on business ideas. Um, I ain't even gonna call it pulling the plug. I've ran and I'm still running from different assignments that I know the guy has for me. Um, friendships, relationships, um, and some I've began the process of um, resuscitating, and some I'm still like, them feelings are still kind of raw. And some where it's just kind of like, I don't know if it's worth the heartache. Like it's been so much time. Like, do I even
Revisit.
Yeah, it's like, is it worth it? Do I actually miss it, or do I miss the hype of what my heart or what my mind is telling me it could or should have been?
Right.
I do be on some bullshit sometimes, so
I mean,
I
don't we all?
definitely listen. I used to pull the plug on niggas quick. Like my cutoff game, it's still strong, but not the way it used to be. I used to pull the plug on dudes because I didn't like the way their nostrils flared, and
I feel you on
that
that.
is a real fucking thing. Like,
It is.
I didn't give this man a chance.
I'll pull the plug in if your sleeves is up here. We having a whole problem. Why your sleeves not down on
Like
this?
I,
it's
I
supposed to be?
literally, I pulled the plug on somebody because I didn't like the way his nostrils flared. I pulled the plug on somebody because, and this was just my self-conscious, or me being scared of something real. I was looking for every single thing I could in this man, and I damn near jumped in my body like, yes, that's something to pull the plug on. This man was so sweet and so genuine, and I don't know, I think he was watching the game and he got excited and he sat up in his seat, and the way his shoulder blades popped out pissed me off. Like it genuinely pissed me off. And I was like, that's the reason this nigga gotta go. But that was literally me being like, I'm not prepared. Like now I can say that it was me saying, I'm not prepared for this real man, because I was running from hurt and pain. And he would ask me certain things and he'd be like, yeah, I ain't ready to talk about that. So I know that particular situation, I pulled the plug prematurely. And since then, I have reached out just to apologize. Like, I was a complete asshole and I apologize. Now, I'm not saying that we need to be back together or anything, but I had to take the time to do the inner healing work and be able to reach out to him and at least acknowledge my wrongdoing, because you can't be asking God for like a regular dude with, good sense and all this other stuff. And then you get him and you be like, so his shoulder blades just gonna pop out like he a fucking dinosaur like that? And be like, yeah, buddy, you gotta go. I let him finish watching the game, but yeah, I messed that one up.
I think that that's growth, though, that you can understand it in that particular person, that it was about your fear. But in that other person where you talked about with the nostrils flaring, you just didn't like him. And that's the thing that we have to understand. Sometimes we just don't like you, and we think that because a person is nice or they're this or that we're supposed to automatically like it. We are not going to be attracted to everybody that is nice to us. Like, I met this one guy, this was some years ago, nice guy. He could not spell my name. I was just looking for a reason not to like him because I didn't like him.
Listen.
And my one friend, she was like, girl, it don't matter. You meet a guy and you like him, he could spell your name XQTY. You gonna be talking some yes, baby. That's real.
Well, there you go. Right.
That's real.
But it's just like, when you don't like somebody, you just don't like somebody. And I don't know. I've done that where I've forced myself to like somebody. And I knew I didn't like him, but I was just doing, well, he's such a nice person. He's a hard worker. He's a good dad. He's this, he's that. I don't like you.
Listen.
Period.
But the ones we do like, don't we be making up
Man,
excuses
we-
for the motherfuckers?
all of the
You
excuses.
know
That's
how
a
many
whole nother
bums I
podcast.
liked? I like
Ooh.
way too many bums.
Listen,
Listen,
did we just talk about growth?
when I tell you the guy with the nostrils, like he scared me. And I think that's why it was just like, I mean, in every single thing he did. So I have no problem with meeting people on, I ain't gonna say like a chat line, but like on a dating app or something like that. But I had never, ever seen this man in person, right? We had only talked.
Oh man.
No, literally, we had only talked over like the phone or on a chat or whatever. But it was just like all of a sudden, and I felt like he was a stalker because how all of a sudden you just happen to know where I live. Oh, you live over here? I was actually walking. Listen, I was walking I had parked my car. I had went to go walk because it was like a nice day or whatever. I went to go walk to go pick up son from daycare. And I seen him and I'm like, that's weird. So I detoured because I'm like, I don't want him to know where my son, Ed and stuff like that. And this man literally was like screaming my name. And then I'm like, I've never seen him over here. There's no way. He was like, oh yeah, I live around the corner. You live over here? And I was like, no, I got a family member over here though. And as he was talking, all I saw was his fucking nostrils. Like I felt like I could fit through his nostrils. It was like, what? What is life? Yeah, I blocked him immediately.
Yeah, you just didn't like him. And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All I can see is his nostrils. I can't even picture his face right now. That's scary. He probably do coke. Whatever that drug is that you snort, he probably do that.
It's a lot of stuff you can see.
I've never done drugs. That's my truth.
Me either, but
I can't say that I have. It's not an area I want to explore.
Yeah, I definitely needed to pull the plug and burn the whole fucking hospital room for his ass. Whew. So what does resuscitating something or trying to breathe life back into something look like? What does that process look like for you guys?
Well, I'll speak in my case in an expired friendship, depending on if there was a miscommunication or if there was, a little bit of some tension. I'll start off with, a conversation, maybe an apology if I feel that it's needed. Like, hey, I understand my part in, what I said or what happened between us. Let me first apologize, and moving forward,
Well,
can we have a conversation?
You real grown. You out here apologizing?
I mean,
I'm gonna be like
sometimes,
Denise. No, I'm not.
no, that's a damn lie. That look Nicole just gave.
That's what I
Careful.
said. No,
be real careful.
I'm not doing it. You some asshole. Go ahead. As you were. I'm sorry.
But no, yeah, just acknowledgement. First acknowledgement, and then moving forward with the conversation. Like, okay, now what's next?
Yeah. See, for me,
She used her low tone voice.
I'll try to work with you for a long time to, to try to like work on the friendship
I
or
need to
work
write
on the
this shit down.
relationship. Like I'll try for a long time because that's just how I am. Like I'm not really a grudge holder. So I may say whatever I'm gonna say to you, and then I'm usually done with it. And then, I'll come back an hour later and you'll be like, didn't you cuss me out like an hour ago?
What's
And
your
I'm
sign?
like, I did.
Aries.
And so I just let things go. Like I say what I have to say. I get it out. I'm done with it. I move on. So I will continue to try to like work through, whatever issues we having. But when it gets to the point where I see that you just really not going to be accountable, or you're not going to be responsible, then you cut off. I'm cutting you off. Period. That's how I am.
So can I ask you something?
Yes.
Hell
How do
yeah,
you
you
not-
can ask her something.
I wanna be like you and not hold grudges. I ain't there yet.
But I always been like that. That's just how I've always
So I'm
been.
like, how do
Be-
I get there?
You know
Because I'm
why?
not there
Because
yet.
I say what I want to say. Like I will say how I feel. I will say what I like. I'll say what I don't like. Therefore, I already let it go.
Mm-mm.
So there's nothing that I'm holding on to.
I'm still
You
mad
know,
George ain't come pick me
now-
up that day. My mama said he was coming.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that I just allow people to run over me or anything.
Oh, we
'cause
know you
that's
don't.
That's not gonna happen.
This
But
conversation that we
It
just
doesn't
had.
mean that I necessarily forgot about it, but I'm not gonna I kind of take it and I file it. I don't necessarily hold it against you,
Mhm.
but if I continue to see a pattern of that behavior and that you're not changing and you're not being responsible and accountable, then
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? Hold up. Now I'm not that person that's gonna say, you know what? 29 years ago you did blah 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 to me. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Well-
But I'm saying, we have to understand that you have a history
I feel attacked.
of doing
Truth hurts.
of doing stuff, and now I'm gonna bow out of this. I'm getting off this roller coaster ride. But if it's something that there have been situations that I felt like needed to be resuscitated, and so for me, what you really have to do first is you got to heal you first before
That
you can
part.
start trying to resuscitate anything. You got to heal you. You got to make sure that you in the proper place. And I do a lot of self reflection. So if a situation happened, I'll go back and say, okay, how was I what was my responsibility in
Mhm.
this situation? I need to do A, B, C, and D. This is how I'm gonna fix that. This is how I'm gonna work
Right.
on me. And you have to be so honest with yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. You have to tell yourself the
For
truth.
sure.
Because that's part of the healing is you have to really take a good look at yourself and be like,
These are gems.
I have to be,
Yeah,
I have to be 100%
where the gems button at?
honest.
He took
Did-
it from us.
Didn't we start off with this like Tone ain't shit? He done put
well,
them
there-
on.
Man.
There you
He
go.
ain't even here just
He right there. He right.
But yeah, so that's kind of how I'll do. And then I'll go back and I'll be like, you know what? I mean, I will apologize. I was wrong about this. What can we do?
Mhm.
Going forward, how are we gonna fix it?
Right.
Are we gonna be able to fix it? Is this something you gonna be able to deal with or whatever? And then you just move on.
So I think I'm at a point like that with I'm processing and I feel like I'm getting closer to that point where I want to even consider resuscitating the situation. Super personal. So this is November 1st. We're going on year 3 of me not speaking to someone.
Okay.
And it was a lot of high emotions when everything happened, and it was multiple people involved. And I know that every emotion that I had, I don't regret having the emotion. I do not regret cutting them off. I do not regret the time that has passed, but I do appreciate the healing and the work that it has caused me to do for myself. And I know within the altercation that so many, whatever the situation was, so many other things spilled out. And for me, I think that I took all of the emotions that happened and I blamed everybody involved versus saying, okay, you know what? You did this. I need to process that. You did this. I need to process this. Y'all did this and I need to process that. So I think now I'm at a place where it's like, you know what? I've done my healing work as far as I can for me right now. And now I'm taking it piece by piece. And I've realized that I'm holding someone accountable for some shit that they technically didn't do. And I've done all of the things that I needed to do to heal past what they actually did. And as much as I don't want to, I think it's time to sit down and have a conversation, only because it's like, you know what? You was on some bullshit. You did do some fuck shit, and we need to have a conversation. There's no resuscitating anything. There is no possible way that we could go back to how we were. There's no way of us saying, you know what? Fuck everything that happened. We need to move forward. we have to have a conversation because you have to be held accountable for the things that you did and how you acted in this time that passed. The
Mhm.
boundaries that I set were crossed multiple times, and not by everybody that was involved, but it fucks with my mental when I set these boundaries and people be like, if I tell you I don't deal with you, you're cut off, I done blocked you from every part of my life. And when we happen to be in the same room with each other and you gonna say hi Ruthia, I know you're personally fucking with me. Like you're doing it on purpose just to be like, I just want to get a reaction. Now
Mhm.
I'm strong, so in that moment, I'm gonna act like your ass is not there. I didn't hear it, but when I go home, it literally fucks with all of my mental to the point where I have to call people and be like, all right, talk me off this ledge.
Mhm.
So I'm at a point where it's like, you know what? Maybe it is time to resuscitate or at least move forward, even if it's just for my healing, maybe if it's just for Son's healing, that I do have a conversation. But it's gonna be a lot. It's definitely going to be a lot, but I know it's the only way that I can move forward in my healing. Because right now I just feel like I'm on pause with certain feelings and emotions about what happened. And it's just like, do I forever want to be uncomfortable
No.
in those spaces?
Absolutely not.
So I'm gonna have
Absolutely
to
not.
take inventory and figure out how to move forward with one of them, not both of them. The other one can suck a COVID dick and die.
So,
Well, there's that.
A Tyler size one at that.
right?
Oh, okay.
A toddler.
Right.
Oh, shoot.
Make sure he burns in him.
One thing that we have to recognize and realize is that just because we have forgiven somebody
Mhm.
or or had these conversations or let whatever it is go, that does not mean we have to reconcile with them.
For sure.
And I think that we get that mixed up.
Mhm.
You can forgive somebody, but that don't mean we're gonna be back being friends or we're not gonna be back being besties or whatever it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? I forgave you, I moved on because see,
I was mean to
forgiveness-
him beforehand anyway.
Forgiveness and healing is for you.
Right. A lot of times we think we need closure, so then we're seeking that quote unquote
Right.
closure that we think that we need, when in reality the closure is within you.
Absolutely.
Whatever closure you think you need is not coming from that other person. Whatever closure you think you need can be reconciled within yourself, and that's
Right.
all the closure that you actually need.
I think sometimes that we put our expectations on other people.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
that's one thing. Shout out to my cousin Belinda. Me and her, we have this conversation all the time. She's like, you have to stop putting your expectations on other people. People are made different.
We
I
expect
am never
us.
going to intentionally harm you. Like I might say
I
some
appreciate
crazy
that.
stuff, but I never intentionally go out my way to try to harm anybody.
Say
you
that to
know?
Denise
And
because
so yeah, she be talking straight cash, crazy. But
Girl,
I
fuck
don't
you.
do that. And so my expectation is that you wouldn't do me the same way. But see, I don't know. I'm just using an example. I'm not
Right.
saying you would do that. I don't know like what pain you've been dealing with.
Or what
And
triggers
maybe
me.
you
Right.
or what triggers. So maybe you saying something crazy to me because you feel like maybe I'm being too close. We get
Right.
too close. So now you lash out at me to keep me at a distance. So we have to stop putting our expectations on people because the way we were raised, our morals and values, the way we were
Yes,
raised
for
and
sure.
households and all that is going to, each of us are different. And when
Mhm.
we put
some
our
of us grew up in the
expectations
same
on,
house and we still
and you
didn't
still
Right.
care
come
for
out.
seriously.
Like,
Two different
Seriously.
how did I know to come
ideals.
outside with clothes on, but you didn't?
Choices. It's just choices. A lot of it is just choices. But when we put our expectations on other people, we tend to get disappointed because we don't all think the same.
Right.
You know, there was a time where I didn't have a great relationship with my father, and
Still don't. Fuck that.
now I have a great relationship with my dad. Like,
That's awesome.
But my sister said to me, he loved us the best way he know how.
Okay.
That made like a light bulb go off in my head. Like my expectation is that, I done watched too many TV shows, and I want him to be father of the year, and he's supposed to be doing all this stuff, but that
Listen,
wasn't
like,
realistic.
why don't I get Uncle Phil?
Exactly.
Right.
Even Carl Winslow.
Mhm.
Seriously, because that's
I
what
don't
we
want Ted Bundy.
oh man.
You know?
But I had all these expectations. And now when I look back, he was doing the best he knew how. He was being the father that he only knew how to be. But once I took all of those expectations off of him, then I was able to rebuild my relationship with him. And I let him do whatever he want to do.
We have to stop expecting us out of other people.
Correct.
A lot of times we say or have the ideal, the mindset of, like you said, our morals and values and our thought process and the way we go about things. Well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't think like that. Why would they do that? Why do they think that that's okay? I would never.
I still got some healing to do. Listen,
we all
I'm like, we all
have healing to do. That's a lifelong journey.
That's what DNR is.
I've
is healing.
Definitely tried to I can honestly say I did try to resuscitate the relationship with my father. How the fuck ever.
We are not entertaining that.
But no, I can't say honestly that I did try to resuscitate the relationship with my father, but I only did it because I wanted Tyler to have that experience with his grandfather. Like, you know what? It's not up to me to have their relationship. Like, oh well, he was a certain father to me, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be a horrible grandfather to my son.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted that. I wanted Tyler to take his time and to meet his granddad, and let's just say within an hour he had me fucked up.
Oh, okay.
But Ruthia, you don't know what happened to him,
and
you don't know his story.
I get that,
and what happened,
but he's
to
not
him.
willing to talk about it. And that's the thing. It's just like, I'm not asking you to be perfect, but I'm asking you that if I'm telling you that you did this and it hurt, can we have a conversation about it? And you don't want to acknowledge it. Okay. Now you have to accept the fact that I don't want to have a relationship with you. Like, that's the rebuttal. Okay, well, I'm telling you, this is what I need for us to move forward. If you don't want that, or you can't even sit down and have a conversation with me, you can sit down and just listen, and you can't do that, then it's just like, all right, then that no longer serves me. So I have to protect me.
And I understand that, but again, you don't know what happened in his household.
I don't, and he ain't gonna tell me.
You don't know what happened when he was growing up, like what it was. That's that time of what happens.
Yeah, what happens in my house stays in my house.
And all
what was supposed to happen in my house was supposed to stay in my house.
I mean,
too.
absolutely.
But here we are on a podcast, and I'm telling all of the shits. Wait to episode 3.
Seriously,
I mean,
but that's okay, because we're gonna get it all out so that we can go through our healing process and not run from and hide from the traumas that we've had to deal with in our lives.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to.
Now why I'm calling me gingerbread kid. Yo, gingerbread kid preaching now. Definitely got to stop expecting people to the same way you are with you as you are with them.
I don't feel like I do. Not in every situation. I've had situations where I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with that. I'm pulling the plug and all these other things. But I've had people around me, including you two, tell me like, work it out, or at least give it, some time to try. And I couldn't be happier that, I took the time away to heal and work through my issues, and then going back into it and, being able to, hump on somebody's leg again or whatever.
And sometimes, to be honest, that's really all we need is just time and space apart to work on ourselves as individuals before we come back together as a team or as a collective, as what we were before.
A lot of accountability. Wait, say the word for me.
Accountability.
It was a lot of that. On both parts. And that's what I think
that's necessary.
I need it. And that's why it works.
For sure.
Now.
So I have a question. I meant to ask you this before. when you said that you may go back and have the conversation with the people that you,
Only one of them.
what if that person is still not being accountable or responsible? How are you going to handle that?
So
What if they not owning up to their part? How are you going to be able to handle that?
so what is giving me the even inkling to even say that I want to have a conversation is that I've seen their effort already.
Okay.
So for me, it was a situation. It happened. I flat out gave they ass a fucking week. You got 1 week to reach out to me. You know my phone number. You know my address. You know all of my social medias. Reach out to me because y'all fucked up. And I gave them a week. They didn't do it. I blocked them. I DNR'd they ass from everything. And since everything has happened, like I said, it's been almost 3 years. And one of them genuinely does ask, how's she doing? Is she okay? How's this person doing? Oh, I'm having this. I still want her to be invited. Like they have genuinely been asking. And they tried to reach out. I blocked them. They still blocked. And even when I found out that whatever number it was, new number to text me, I blocked that number too. But that was because I wasn't ready. But it actually took son to say, I've worked past it. Like he's worked past it because he was a part of the situation. He's like,
Right.
I've worked past it already. We've already sat down and have a conversation. He admitted his problems and I admitted mine, and we're good. I understand as my parent, you're still overprotective of me, but at least allow me to move past the pain that I received in that situation too. And I can't do, as a parent, it's like, damn, I can't do nothing but respect that. But I also want people to know, don't rush my healing. Don't rush my process, because in the whole time that, okay, yes, this may have happened to you, but it also happened to me. So just because you've healed and you've moved on, I haven't. So don't rush me. So
don't rush you, but you were trying to rush your daddy.
yeah,
Ooh.
I
I'm just
was,
saying.
because I felt like as a parent, I'm allowing my child to do it his way. He's my dad. If I'm telling you, okay, you don't have to say anything back, but at least let me express myself, he wouldn't even allow me to do that. And that's where I think the disconnect is. You can't tell me what I experienced. If I'm telling you as a father, you was not there, and you telling me, yes, I was, that's not my experience.
Right. You can't tell me
You can't tell me what my
I
experience
experienced.
was.
You can't tell me what I felt, what my feelings are.
It was
so
all
now you're
deflecting for him. And it was just like, okay, I'm not going to take away that that's what you felt like you did what you need to do, but you're not even allowing me to express how I felt in the situation. So if you can't even allow me to express me and then be like, I can see where you're coming from, but this is also where I'm coming from. And we both, you know what I'm saying, bring all of our bullshit to the table. He didn't even want to do that. And it's just like, as a parent, you can't even just allow me to cry my tears.
Just because people got kids don't mean they a parent.
That's why my granddaddy was my daddy. And I
So
accept that. Like I've come to that conclusion that I won't ever have that relationship. But just because I don't have it with my biological father doesn't mean that I don't have a father.
Right.
For
But as
sure.
long as y'all both have breath in y'all lungs, there's still hope. Don't give up hope. You don't know. God can do whatever he want to do. Seriously.
It's in
He
your
can do
OG.
whatever.
God is me. All right. I don't need people praying against me. That's not a relationship I'm ready to mend.
In your time.
And that's all right.
It's probably gonna be on his deathbed.
And
In your
that's all
time.
right.
Because I wish a motherfucker would. But that's one of the things that I've been learning in my healing. Is just like letting people know, like, I'm not ready. And if you're ready, you know what? Go ahead.
Yeah. You do what you need to do, but I'm not ready. I'm not there yet.
So when y'all get on that flight, y'all go ahead and get on the airplane.
Your ticket gonna already be bought, so you ain't got no choice.
I'm gonna stay.
Now you
No,
gonna get
you
on that
not. I already
airplane,
told
right?
you I'm
I'm a-
calling Crystal.
I'm gonna
And
be.
we
I'm gonna
she
take
gonna
the
help
bus,
us.
or
You
the
can't
number
take the
30
bus.
should take it.
The number
You can't.
30. That's the blue line, ain't it?
I don't
Or is
even
it
know.
the
I
red
ain't-
line? I don't even know.
I
You
ain't
can't
rode
take
the
the
damn bus.
you can't take the bus to Italy, sis.
On what?
Straight up.
It don't work like
It's
that.
2022. On what, bro?
Girl, it'll take you like 352 days.
Really? You think it'll be that quick? That's not bad.
No, that's not
That's
bad.
not even.
No,
That's
we
only that's
just
only a
gonna-
whole year.
we gonna call Crystal. We gonna find out
Find out what drugs
what
it
that
was.
mix was,
Right.
and we gonna hook you up. That's all.
Crystal low key drug me.
But it worked.
Hey, she got the job done. That's
That
what
shit
she
felt
do.
great
Right.
though.
She gave you the total experience.
Listen,
Shout out
the
to Crystal for
the
the
total
total
experience.
Hey, y'all think I can sue?
No,
Nah, she helped you. What you
That
talking
shit felt
about?
good though. On what?
She helped you.
she
helped
gave you the
conquer
total
something.
experience, which you
Yeah.
needed.
Don't be hating on her. Trying to talk about can you sue? No,
I'm talking about the airlines.
What
They
they
don't
got
know.
to do with it?
They don't know that you was.
The airline bitch is the one that gave her the pill. I was already tipsy. Matter of fact, I was drunk. I wasn't even tipsy. I was definitely drunk because I drank some that Crystal gave me.
See there again. That was enough, to be honest. You ain't need them pills.
I think she thought getting me drunk was gonna be enough, and then I was singing at the top of my lungs and crying in the airport, and she was like, "I'm not finna deal with this shit." And the lady gave me a pill. She was like, "Your mother wants me to give you this," and I was like, "Her? All right, cool." And I was asleep in seconds.
It worked.
So what it sounds like to me is Crystal handed her the medicine and said, "Give this to my daughter."
Actually, they didn't take a
Oh.
DNA test or nothing. Wasn't Dana around? Like, I just think it's rude. I think it's rude.
But she gave you the total experience, which you needed because New Orleans was lit.
It was the coming home part. Well, at least she didn't leave me.
Correct. She stayed
She
there
gave
with
you
you.
the total experience from start to finish. Make sure you tag
When
her
I-
in there so we can.
When
say
I woke
thank
up,
you.
I didn't feel like I was fucked in my butt. So I guess there's that.
There's
And
that.
she protected you. See what I'm saying? She
Y'all
had
like
you-
Crystal a little too much.
That's my girl.
Hey, Elle. I love
Hey,
Elle Renee.
Elle.
We gotta have Elle on
Yes.
the
For
show
Oh,
sure.
definitely.
For sure.
For sure.
because we. Ooh,
Mm.
no, Elle gonna make me cry.
That's fine.
She probably make all of us cry.
Right. I
She's
was
so
like, just
dope.
you?
Hey, Elle, you can't come.
And I love men that
Oh,
have that
okay.
New
I
Orleans
ain't got it,
accent.
but I know how to fake it. Wait, let me see.
Hi, Asia.
All the model queens is in here. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know the accent.
Baby.
Listen. Them dudes kept smiling at me with them goals. Talk about some babies. Listen here.
I almost sent for
Mr.
some.
Sir.
I almost sent for
Mr.
some.
Sir.
I
Mr.
definitely
Sir.
almost sent for son. And you know what? Now I don't think about it. Shout out to Crystal though, for real, because I almost got
Straight
married in
up.
New Orleans. That man
Oh,
really
wait,
tried
wait.
to. No, she
What?
saved me. Somebody tried to marry me. Thank you, Crystal, for saving me.
Well, I came.
She
From
gave
New
you the
Orleans
total
with a handprint
experience.
on my booty. That's all I'm gonna say.
If you can fake it, you're going to mess around and have a boyfriend.
All right, baby. I don't want no boyfriend. I want a whole man. Not a
Period,
half
okay?
of one, no pieces. I need a
Yeah.
whole.
Listen, the
Because
whole
you know you can learn
man.
how to do an accent on YouTube. I'm finna go
For
home and be
sure.
like, teach me.
Duolingo
Out
is
of
a
New
thing.
Orleans
I'm just
accent.
gonna watch a whole bunch of shit that Toya say on IG.
Listen, right.
Yep.
Dang, do I gotta know how to
Listen.
cook too? Shit,
Good.
that's
Listen
real.
to some Big Frida.
practicing.
Listen to some Big Frida.
baby. That's for Tone. Make that a sound,
Baby.
All right. Has there ever been a time that you pulled the plug or DNR something out of pure emotion?
I feel like I react on emotion way too much.
She sighed.
Yeah.
I did.
'Cause I'm like, listen. I
did.
honestly feel like I react on emotion a lot. I say that I think about things, but a lot of times my actions are just actions. There is no real rhyme, reason. It's just it happened and we hear and all right, on to the next.
Can I say that I resuscitated something based off emotions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This your story.
When my mom died, it's been 8 years now. I backtracked and went back to my husband because it was familiar.
Okay.
Mhm.
It was familiar,
Mhm.
and he was there, and he really I knew he manipulated. He was being manipulative.
We can whoop his ass if you
and
want us
no,
to.
he trusts me. He already getting his back, so don't worry about that. But I resuscitated something that I shouldn't have resuscitated because he was familiar to me. But then I had to go back and pull the
DNR.
plug, DNR on that nigga because he didn't deserve me.
Listen, that's a motherfucking word. He didn't deserve me.
That's an episode.
He didn't.
He didn't deserve me. He didn't.
Episode 4. Y'all taking notes? Cause
Listen, let me
We
go
better
ahead
take
and
notes.
right. I'm like, let me go ahead and
he didn't
take
deserve
notes.
me.
Episode 4. He didn't deserve me.
Which we can talk that. We're gonna need a part 1 and a part 2 of that.
Seriously.
Jeez. Ooh, I've done a lot of pulling the plug based off of pettiness.
Yes.
The nostrils. Cause why would I be seen in public with you with those fucking nostrils? It's not gonna fucking happen.
Did you say snot?
I see what you did there.
It's not
It's
gonna
not gonna fucking happen.
But I think most DNR situations happen out of emotions in life. Whether we're scared, whether we are pissed off, it's all gonna be based on emotions. It's very rare that we sit down and be like, all right, I need to pull the plug. I've been slowly unplugging other shit, like turning off lights and shit.
Mhm.
I ain't actually pulled the plug. I just been,
Just temporary.
rearranging shit and
Mhm.
Yeah.
taking like the earring backs.
Right.
Like the shit that don't really matter. I just been taking little shit and just slowly, taking stuff. But I did. Was it Medea or was it my granny? One of the
Same person.
same thing.
Right.
Said that you have to slowly start building a nest somewhere else
Mm.
in order for you to be like, oh, I can literally survive over here. I don't even need, like, you don't, all your stuff is over here now. You don't even need to go back. So I've been slowly and very painfully pulling the plug on a situation.
In your time. Didn't you say you wasn't gonna let nobody rush you? In your time.
What if I just want to hump them though?
No, I'm not sure that's.
What if I use like little baby scissors?
I'm not sure that's
That don't never work out.
right. I'm like,
that
Slow-
don't never work out like that because then you get reeled back in.
yep.
Because it be feeling good and you reel back in and then you want to
Then
get
you
it
back.
again.
All right. Then you
and
back to
now
square
you-
one.
Yeah.
Cause
You
it
over
do
there
be
choking
feeling good.
yourself or something.
You having
Think about
flashbacks?
it, like, what's happening over there?
That choke do be. Mhm. Y'all ever had a flashback in church?
Yes.
Ooh.
What is that? That's the devil. For
That's
real.
definitely
That's
the devil.
Like right now. Whereas just right now, I'm having that flashback. What is that?
No. Okay, wait. So, not a crazy story, but a crazy story, right? I pushed the buttons. I don't know what I think I'm a tech person at the church. I pushed the buttons for the microphones.
Okay.
I was having a flashback and didn't realize that the preacher wasn't in the pulpit no more and he was walking around with a different mic. They dang near had to come and be like, "Bop!"
Cause you was so just into your flashback that you ain't realized that you where you was and what you was supposed to be doing.
You was up there holding your legs tight in the morning.
Because so what had happened was, let me tell my story. We was texting during service because he a sinner, and
He a heathen.
and he was still in my house, while I was at church.
Oh yeah, I feel like you
Oh.
told part of this story the other day. I mean, the other day, last week, right? She
I-
told
I'm
us
like, I
part of
think
this.
so.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So I was like, so you gonna leave before the church let out, or you gonna be there and I need to drop son off and we can send some more. Because I usually don't do nothing on Sundays, but try to repent from what I did on Saturday. Yeah, we gonna have to. Y'all gonna help me pack because I'm gonna need to get all my shit from over there.
Yeah, they finna put you out, right?
I'm talking about from dude.
Oh, for him, yeah, we gonna help you. Pack.
Yeah,
How
it's a
much you
packing
got over
party.
there?
I don't technically. I mean, I have me over there. Like I need help getting me back
Okay,
It's a packing party. Let's do it.
we
because
got
I
you.
definitely be feeling like I'm fucking cheating and I'm not in a relationship. Like, how you break up with somebody that you're not in a relationship with? It's so ghetto over here.
Yeah, it's
It's
time
giving.
to let that go.
It's giving real ghetto. And you said I can't hump them.
No, that's not that.
I mean, you
That's-
can, but you just gonna be stuck back over there.
I'm like,
And
ain't that how we
listen,
got in this situation in the first
you
place?
got like I give you like 2.5 pack ups before I help you pack no more. Like, I'll come over there twice. Okay, I'm gonna help you pack. All right, come on. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna help you pack. But then after that, yeah,
in your
I'm
time,
a
you
DNR
better-
him myself.
Cause
Well, yeah.
I don't have. Dude got one of my totes. That's it. He definitely got one of
Well,
my
tell him to
totes.
put it on the porch, and I'll drive over there and get it.
I don't need it. It was like $7. I don't need it.
Oh, then don't worry about it.
I just got to get me from over there.
Although it is this one dude I used to deal with in New York, he still got my neck pillows. I'm kind of salty about that.
They sell them at Five Below and City
I know,
Trends,
but that
and
was my favorite, and I'm still a little salty, but you know.
it was the memory foam one. I'm what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really want that back.
Shut up, Juan. I feel judged.
I mean,
feel
it's
fucking
true.
judged.
I don't know. It's true though. I don't know what that is, but
Well,
the devil.
that's messed up. Yeah, that definitely has happened to me before.
yeah, that it's time.
It's definitely time.
So by 2023,
She's so petty.
by 2023,
You're gonna be done?
I'm gonna be done by the strike of midnight.
Okay.
That's
60
the goal.
days.
That's the
Well,
goal.
Okay.
It worked really well for me before pulling the plug on a situation, doing it at the strike of
well, we know
strike
where we
of
gonna be
midnight.
at New Year's Eve, huh, Denise?
It's
mean,
a packing party.
If the church is open, I'm gonna be there,
That's fine.
and I ain't. Lord help me not have a flashback. I ain't gonna-
We go to church.
And do.
Hopefully, I don't need to pack. Hopefully, I'm already like fuck dog.
And
We'll
I
get
have
there.
fuck that nigga. My attitude changed.
What's up?
I ain't never said I was a singer now. The fuck? I can play the shit. Look.
old as I feel like.
I ain't never said I was a singer. Fuck you, hoes.
I didn't even know who sung that. I was like,
What
is
song,
that Betty Wright?
Look, I can, like I said, I could play it for y'all.
Like who's the artist?
And Naya, I said it.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm
Anaya
like,
Lamise. Okay.
Oh, girl, that sounds like some old school.
The way Denise sing it, because she's an old lady.
Never said I was a singer. Okay,
Hey, this is my shit though.
for sure.
Low key, she got my other thing song. I
And
would
it's the
sing-
Big Frida version.
I would sing it for y'all, but I sound like somebody fucking uncle. But the words are, I don't fight. I don't argue. I just beat that bitch with a bottle.
And that's just that on that.
Y'all gotta watch the Miss Pat show, cause
Clearly, because you got all the references from the Miss Pat show.
And the Miss Pat show really been helping me heal through a lot of shit because she speak about different things in her life that she went through, and it'd be like, damn, I didn't even realize that was a trigger point for me. Shit.
So where can we find this Miss Pat show? What streaming platform is it on?
I'm pretty sure season 1 is on Netflix, but I just finished season 2. That's on BT Plus.
Oh, so we gotta get 2 different streaming platforms.
I mean, all of it's on BT Plus.
Oh, okay. Well, just watch BT.
I don't know
Plus
why I was about to
then.
say, but Netflix is free, but it's not.
It ain't.
Who am I stealing from?
And it done got expensive.
Right, it's like $20 now.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Alexa, cancel my fucking subscription. I'm gonna go home and have a conversation with Alexa. The fuck? Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me check my account. I might need a loan. That's rough. $20?
No, for real.
Ooh,
So I want to go back to the conversation.
let's get it.
Have you ever DNR'd anything out of emotion? I certainly have, but I also been trying to really work at that. A situation happened to me today. I was so angry today that I was literally shaking at work. Like, how am I gonna handle this? And I wanted to
Was it the
react.
Cash App?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to react, but I was just like, you know what? I am not going to react because I know I was emotional. So I said, let me just pull back. Let me go try to focus on something else so that I'm not so emotional. Because if I would have reacted based off of emotion, it was going to be ugly. And I probably was going to be like in jail or something. Then
I was just about to say, like, we would have been your cellmates.
Yeah.
Right.
Then
'cause
y'all would
definitely would
have
have pulled
or
up.
something. So I'm really working on trying to not, because I am an emotional person. I am like, I cry if I'm mad, if I'm happy, I'm sad. Like that's my
So-
go-to.
That's your release.
That's my release is crying no matter what. I laugh till I cry. You know, that's just what
I'm
I do,
definitely the thuggish crybaby. Cause I'll beat
Oh,
your
for
ass,
sure,
but
straight
I'ma
up.
cry.
but yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Why?
Crystal.
Why? No, because he always talking shit.
Definitely
In the
classic gang.
Don't look at mine. Just a little.
Nicole forgot her uniform today.
I don't have one. Can I still get one? Tell me how to get one and I'll get it.
Underground Makers Market. I don't know if she have this one.
Right, I was about to say, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if she's
need
still
that
making that shirt.
I need a
But,
new one. Look at this shit. It's been
Girl,
we've
it's
been
classic.
through it. We've been through it. Do
It's
you hear me?
classic.
Because
I mean,
I
gang,
wear it to
gang.
work on purpose because it say stay woke, they creeping.
Because
The
they do.
whites and the fucking Asians hating ass
shit.
wenches.
Oh, ooh, okay. Well, there's that.
Fuck, bitches always come back there while I'm on the phone. Like,
They be catching you on the phone.
they don't catch me because I don't stop. I don't be like, oh, hold on, let me call you back. I be like, I'm on the phone. Rude.
Can I help you?
Rude. I tell my boss I'll be on the phone. He'd be like, okay, are you getting work done? Yeah, mostly
For the most part.
until it get good. Like some of them text messages between our group chat today,
Yeah, then you had to just stop and
them
focus on
motherfuckers
that.
was shaking. I had to show somebody too. Like, bro, look at this. Look at this. Shit.
Listen, what stays in the group chat, what happens in the group chat
It was
stays
an old
in the
white
group
lady.
chat.
She needed a laugh. Her,
Oh,
her
okay.
daughter a crackhead.
Oh, okay.
man,
Well,
yeah, she
there's that.
needed a laugh.
Right.
Yeah, there's that. Let's see. Any other thing we want to talk about resuscitating? No, y'all quiet.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Y'all ain't breathing
I
life
think
into
we
shit
just
else.
Continue to resuscitate our healing.
Facts.
Oh, I ain't letting that die.
Seriously.
I ain't letting that die. I am going to work towards resuscitating the relationship with my little brother. And if he pissed me off, my mama can't be there. Or I'm gonna take her hearing aids. One or the other.
Oh, okay. Well, not take the hearing aids.
And I ain't gonna fight. I ain't gonna argue. But I'm gonna beat that bitch with a bottle. Yeah. So before we get up out of here, 2/3 of DNR was able to be on another podcast, Deaf Fresh Show.
Yep. We were a part of the Deaf First show. On
How was
Sunday.
it? How was it?
Nigga done at his finest.
For sure.
Tone says nickerdom at its finest, and
I
that
was-
is exactly what.
True.
I was being
That's
a
exactly what it
parent.
was.
It was.
I was being a parent
Definitely.
and being real, but continue. How was your experience?
Niggerdom at its finest.
They
That
was acting like straight nigglets.
that wasn't my
For
first time on the
real.
first show, but Juan definitely caught a few. Boy, fuck you.
As he should have. Matter of fact, give him another one just because.
Boy, fuck you. That needs
Tone.
to be a sound.
I do. I say
The perfect one right there.
that's why I said give him again. Yeah. Well.
It
Anything
was
else
quite
happen?
it was quite an experience.
But it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was entertaining. Everybody know all my business, not like all my business, but it's,
Dang, I
it's
go
what it
because I
is.
had to go be a fucking parent and stuff. I
Yeah,
was making
it's what
chicken
it
noodle
is.
soup and
It's
shit.
okay.
You're welcome back Saturday.
Oh yeah, because they're on their 300th episode.
Saturday. Who the fuck said I got time on Saturday?
Depending on what time they're recording and shit, they be like to record at midnight and shit.
That's one.
Once again, I like to sin on Saturday. I ain't sinning this Saturday. I'm not sinning. I ain't sinned since fucking July.
Okay, that's some progress.
Right.
I ain't sinned since July. Probably was before then. God damn. Let me go plug up my toy.
what's the problem?
Why you trying to go back? Like if it's been that long.
July, August, September, October, November.
It's just not November 1st. She gonna add some extra sauce on there. The fuck? So we, y'all talked about y'all experience. And how was Tone?
Oh, so you just gonna deflect? All right. I see what you
Because
did
we
there.
we trying to get on topic.
I see what you did there. Okay. Tone was a nigga.
Tone was Tone.
Right.
Tom is an awesome
A nigga.
podcaster.
So
One jumps out the window, but I pod.
he can fit through the window? The fuck? Y'all had to open up the door. Y'all had to.
This concludes tonight's podcast.
No, it doesn't. We're out. No, it doesn't. No, sis. It doesn't. It doesn't. But no, for real. So on my screen, right? I didn't pay attention today, but was Tone hair white?
Yes.
Okay, because I was confused. Like,
What?
Yeah, tone is all gray now.
okay, I was confused.
Thank you, L.
Y'all stress me out.
Who Facebook user? We don't know who you are. Whoever just said damn.
Oh, Sarita.
Hey,
I
Sarita.
mean, it's true. It was a legitimate question. Boy, fuck you. Anyway, so we're gonna get into these DNRs. Denise set it off.
I don't think I got one this week. I think I'm good. I think I'm good for this week.
You sure?
Because last week she was like,
right. Last week,
well,
last time I said I had one, but then I remembered at the last minute. But no, for real, this week I think I'm good.
Mhm.
Every day is a process.
Yeah. I'm DNRing people who keep playing with me. That's what I'm DNRing.
somebody come DNR Tone. Ooh.
Like, for real. Like I said earlier, I'm tired of people playing with me. I'm tired of people thinking I'm some sort of joke. Because I'm always giving and helping and all of that. That don't mean I'm no punk, because that's what I'm not. I'm
And
not a
ain't-
punk. So I'm gonna have to continue to DNR people that keep playing with me. No,
Okay.
I ain't saying nothing deep today. I'm DNR niggas that keep playing with me.
It hit
Period.
though. It definitely resonates. I got two actually. They both kind of reflect what you just said. The first thing I want to put a plug on is allowing people to use me and me not speaking up for myself, including family. You can't. I'm gonna leave it there. And then the second thing I'm going to DNR is letting people treat me like I'm fucking regular.
Cause you ain't.
Not at all.
It's a process. And just like that, we out. Come pull the plug, Tom.
Nope.
Tommy.
Somebody gonna